Hey, if you've ever wondered why some people get cellulite and others do not, or maybe you've done all you can to get rid of it, nothing has worked, stop driving yourself crazy. Dr. Art Mullen says he can explain, and we're so thrilled that you're here to talk about this
Well,
today.
you know, a lot of people are concerned about that cellulite that deposits on the hips and the buttocks and the thighs. But basically, it's caused by an excess amount of fat, and it's due to the collagen tissue that pulls down on the skin. So when you have the fat, it causes a bulging, and it's underneath the skin. So again, a lot of times people will reach for different types of products that will potentially
promise so
affect
much,
it.
Dr. Art.
I know, and it affects skinny people as well. So basically, you may be thinner than most people, but you still can get that. So it's all about genetics and hormones. That's actually what causes that propensity to develop the cellulite. If your mother had cellulite, then you potentially will have the cellulite as well. So a lot of people think, well, I can try all these other miracle cures, but most of them really don't work. For instance, retinol cream. They'll put these creams on it, and basically they think that by putting that cream on it, that's going to help them. They may try something called lipomassage. The lipomassage device, that's used at a lot of med spas. It's rather temporary. They do it twice weekly for about 14 weeks. That's the usual treatment. But once they stop the treatment, the cellulite will return. The radio frequency, the lasers, they're usually rather temporary as well. The liposuction, people will go in and they'll get liposuction and think, well, they're going to remove all the fat and that's going to help. That can actually make it worse. So if you get the liposuction with a laser, that can help because the laser will destroy some of the fat underneath. And then there's a lot of cure products out there. Most of those products, basically, according to the FDA, are scams. One of them is called mesotherapy. Mesotherapy, they inject a detergent actually into the skin, and this detergent supposedly it's a lipo-dissolved product, meaning it dissolves the fat that you might have under the skin. But the FDA has come out and they've issued warnings. It can cause serious burns. It can potentially be absorbed into your bloodstream. So lipo-dissolved products, be very, very careful of those. They can potentially be very harmful according to the FDA.
Okay, so now that we've depressed folks who've tried everything.
Right, exactly. So what can you really do? Well, of course, it's important to pick the right parents. I think that's very important. But diet and exercise. If you're exercising and you still seem to have it, then you need to cut back on a certain amount of the fat in your diet. And in addition to the fat, the pasta, the rice, the potatoes, and the bread, they can potentially deposit excess fat. So a lot of times people say, well, I've done everything, but I still have this. What can I do? Well, then you're going to have to try some of these laser type of assisted products, which basically you'll have to go in, see a plastic surgeon. They're very expensive, but sometimes they may help with getting rid of that cellulite.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Exactly.